Big friends and the man who is the maddest get stunned upon. These guys aren't dodging everything. They know what's what. I'm gonna reduce your overall dodge. We're gonna bleed you. DVO says, I remember Occultist plus Bounty Hunter being my favorite combo. Because the Occultist can mark people, is that why? And then the Bounty Hunter can do a lot of damage with marked things. I seem to remember him having the marked skills. Oh no, we're bleeding! I'm bleeding!
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
So our boy over here is bleeding. Our stress is reaching maximum. We can get rid of our own bleed though. Actually, so his can be used on anyone. Battlefield medicine. 1 to 2 heal, cure bleed, and blight. Oh, and cure bleed and blight on yourself. So he does it to both. So that's that right there is good to know. So we can actually, this combo with the Witch Doctor, like if I accidentally cause someone to bleed, he can fix it. So this is less terrible than I thought. A little bit better than I thought. So the Occultist plus the Witch Doctor is actually not that bad of a combination. Let's stun the guy in the front. Nice, thank you. Get accused.
Festering fear consumes the mind.
I wonder if I still have the mouse cursor bug that we were having last time. I couldn't figure out anything to do to fix it, so I assume it's still kind of happening. Yay, I cured myself of bleed. So that's handy. I'm glad I realized that that's a possibility right there. So now I can heal my friends. And if they bleed, everything's fine. Okay, so harvest these guys. Get some bleed action in on this dude. Let's accuse them of something appropriate. We'll accuse the madman of being too sane.
Gently. This is how a life is.
And it ruined him. Okay. Get marked. And then you get stabbed.
Continue the onslaught.
Now we can move these guys back in position. A stunning satchel for the grave robber. We don't have a grave robber with us, right? We got a jester. Yeah. No grave robber. Heirloom chest, we hit that with the old skeleton key. Portrait and crests. In good numbers there. So we're up here. We want to get to these 3 rooms still. Okay, light. Banal's resolve is tested. Paranoid.
The walls close in. The shadows whisper of conspiracy.
I'm sorry, Bonell. Oh, I walked on a trap because I wasn't paying attention.
Watch your step.
Alright, let's fix your bleed. Oh, he's fearful.
Fear and frailty finally claim their due.
You guys, don't freak out, please. Although the freaking out animations are one of the better part of the game. I enjoy them. Let's try to pull this war drummer guy up to us. He resisted it. Vile turpitude, I defy you. He's doing what he wants, that's fine. I get it. I've disappointed you, you're freaking out. At least you're using decent moves. Oh no, he's marked. And now he's getting munched. Snacked upon. Alright, can I let you control... Can I control you this turn, my friend? You really need to, You really need to act before our other friend does, because he's about to get ruined by debuffs. That much is clear right now. The drums of doom. They have poison breath. Stop freaking us out!
The very precipice of oblivion.
The hero is blighted. Alright, we can anti-venom ourselves and try to fix this. Let's see. Anti-venom. Can we use food to get you out from Death's Door? If we cast heal on you, you might bleed yourself out, but bleed happens at the end of your thing. Let's try to heal us. He resisted the bleed. He's better than it. He's overcome. I'm happy with that. Alright. You guys are doomed. I wish we could hit the guy in the front without moving. But I'm not going to complain about that. That's pretty good. And just have you move back to the front, because he's going to die when it comes around to his turn anyway. So let's battlefield medicine to heal our friend a little more.
Her death by inches.
The quest is complete. Our guys are freaking out, so let's go back. Return to the hamlet. Wait, is there a chest in here? No, there isn't. Okay. So return.
Their squeals fade. Their confidence is shaken.
We really get like no treasure for this. We probably spent more than 4,500. This is unfortunate. Thin-blooded, minus 10% blight resist. Lurker, plus 10% damage if torch below 26. You don't want either of those, really.
All the decadent horrors I have seen pale in comparison to that final, crowning thing. I could not look, nor could I look away.
That's not what it said at the bottom. The resurrection of our ramshackle hamlet has lured brave artisans and merchants who see potential in the vacant lots surrounding the town square. 1 blueprint awarded. Reynald is now level 3. The hamlet is growing and news of your presence is emboldening craftsmen to return. You may now construct all new buildings. They're expensive, but they provide unique bonuses that may help you in your endeavor to cleanse the estate. Blueprints. These rare loot items are age-old plans for expanding the hamlet. They are consumed when constructing new buildings in the districts. Blueprints are guarded by bosses. Was that a boss I fought? I don't think it was. No, it's not like a checkbox thing. That just seemed like a regular thing. So Martel engaged in pleasures of the flesh and recovered 65 stress. Stukely gambled and recovered 69 stress. Dismas had a night on the town and recovered 50 stress. Marchbane is filled with hope after communing with a higher power. Marchbane prayed and recovered 69 stress. So Marchbane, what does that mean to be filled with hope? Anything special? It's not a quirk or anything like that, so not real sure. Your stress is at 100. Okay, so we need to deal with people who have a lot of stress right now. Let's send our friends wherever they need to go. He needs to go to pray, I think. Reynold has to pray. Why did I think... Oh, that's meditation. I thought that top one was something else. This is expensive. You're not going to do this yet. Alright, never mind. We want Bonell. And Torment to go de-stress themselves a little bit because they're freaking out right now. And it's freaking us out. So let's get Torment at the bar. Or the gambling hall. And Bonnell at the bar. Bring me something that will burn my throat. Knucklebone's cards are drafts. I didn't read the rest of what he said. Okay, but they're being taken care of. We're not going to send anyone else out right now. We're going to actually just roll as is. Because we got 59.55 gold. Which is, unfortunately, not a whole lot. Can we sell trinkets or anything? Am I allowed to sell my trinket? Hold shift to sell trinkets. They sell Toasty Goat? I think you mean that Thirsty Goat music kit. I assume the bar does, because it's only a good bar if it has Thirsty Goat. So, let's see. We can actually sell... Okay, sells for $7.50. So, okay, so we somewhere between $7.50 and $22.50. It looks like. So we got a couple grave robber only items. Can you stack them to give them plus 60% stun skill chance? That would be kind of nice. Do we want to be able to stack disease charms, or I'm going to sell one of them. Maybe no. I don't know. There's no need for us to sell right now. But we also don't need 3 stunning satchels. So I'm going to sell a stunning satchel. So we're going to do a team of... we're going to do our little shootist team once more. We might look at upgrading Seuss still. I don't remember. I think he's got his shot upgraded. Yeah, his point blank shot is upgraded. Can we get to rank 3 of things here? Allows skill upgrades to rank 3. That's expensive, but you know what? I'm all about it.
Every creature has a weakness. The wise hero trains for what she will face.
Oh, but you have to be Hero Resolve level 2 to have a rank 3 skill. So we can't just go crazy with it. Well, let's go crazy with it. So he can get his upgraded because he's good enough. That's going to give it... that just increases its knockback chance. Oh, it increases its accuracy base a little bit as well. But the damage does not change. Oh, it gets a crit mod. I'm blind. I'm actually blind, so... Music Kit, why did you say Prince? I must know. Let's send these guys to the... I think the Cove is going to be fine for them. So we want to bring... Oh, you said let's get crazy. Yeah, yeah. Dismiss Seuss. We wanted Stukely in the back. And... Engerand in there with us. So we would get... Let's get some equipment in here. We want to give our boy Dismiss his own head. Dismiss's head. It's going to give him more damage, reduces hit points, and increases stress. But just giving Dismiss's head is worthwhile, I think. We don't want to slow our guys down, especially our guys in our shootists, the friends of ours who like to shoot. So any of these minus speed are just off the table for them. That's off the table. Get all of this off the table. But you can get a disease trinket, right? Blight trinket, that's what we want. A blight amulet. That is solid right there. Music, what's going on, my friend? How's life treating you today? And for Stukely, maybe just give her the sun cloak to protect her. And let's provision ourselves for this battle. Get some food in there. This is a medium length encounter. Okay, so let's bring all the food. Let's bring a couple shovels. Couple of these, couple of these, couple of these. Just finished a 1-hour Pokemon game with Ken. You had to intentionally lose. When you say Pokemon game, are you saying the card game or the where you like linked up with DSs, 3DSs? Okay, so we're at 2255. Trading card game. Alright, that's cool. I played the original Pokemon game when it first came out, the trading card game version. But I haven't touched it ever since. And I believe someone stole all my cards, is how that ended. Sad times for young Omega Alden. But whatever, it was yeah, it was Pokemon. Magic was better anyway, so.
I began in humility.
But the Pokemon game was actually kind of fun.
Limitless. Who could have divined the prophetic import of something as unremarkable as a twitch in the leg of a dead rat?
Who could have divined that?
A devil walks these halls. Only the mad or the desperate go in search of him.
Did you cry? I bet you cried. I probably was just angry. And anger usually would have resorted in like maybe me hitting something. Oh, we're actually going to kill the Necromancer Apprentice. I didn't look at what this mission was, so we're actually on a quest to do something of value right now. So this is new territory for us. We're actually in search of a boss. So what do you guys think of that? It's dangerous. Yeah, read this book. It was unsettling. What? There was no trap.
Mechanical hazards possessed by evil intent.
I didn't see a trap, at least. Okay, we got some dudes here. This strategy is about to come to play. Let's judge some of these fools. We're gonna judge the guy in the back because we want to get rid of him. Hit him with that plague grenade. Alright, he's gonna be dead next turn. Madman's gonna doomsay. Say some doom. Alright, now we're in this for the point blank shots right here. Boom! Point blank shot. Big hit. It was the slash! It was the graveyard slash! We're hitting them. Point blank shots. Trading back and forth with our buddies. Don't accuse me. You don't know what I've done.
Fear consumes the mind.
You don't know where I come from. Alright, let's heal our friend here. Maybe it'll de-stress him. We did get a crit, which lowers his stress a little bit. But then he instantly gets back a bunch of stress. Thank you, jerks.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Get out of here. Dismiss, can you finish this guy off? Maybe open his veins a little bit. No, you can't open his veins. Maybe a little bit of tracking shots. Grape shot him. He dodged it. Corpses didn't dodge it, but he dodged it. Crit heal.
The limbs obey.
So yeah, that's how this team kind of goes.
But a victory nonetheless.
Our highwaymen just start shooting the crap out of people, and everything goes great. That's what we're used to. No! I didn't realize that having the item selected and then right-clicking on something would cause that. I mean, it makes sense as far as the user experience goes, but I was unaware. And by being unaware, I wasted a torch. What are you? You're maggots. Hello, maggots. Hello, spitter.
Compassion is a
Get judged.
in the fevered pitch of battle.
Get point blank shot. Let's give you a little incision.
Another one falls.
Pretty good. Finish him off with the old point blank shot.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands.
That's what I'm talking about right there. That combination is good. Zeus and Dismas. Solid combo.
A handsome
stashed.
reward for a task well performed.
Stashed heirlooms. We're gonna hit this with the old shovel.
Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
Okay. Couple skeletons, couple cultists. Don't mess with me. Unless you want to be judged accordingly. Rend for the old gods. I'm bleeding for the old gods. That's unfortunate that his turn came up before. So we're just going to grape shot blast. Miss, dodge. That's not what we're talking about right now.
Destroyed.
Well, that was a good hit. Don't shoot me in the hand with an arrow. That sounds absolutely awful. Don't shoot me anywhere with an arrow. I guess it'd be a more appropriate thing to say. Everything runs red. Grape shot blast. We got our turn order all out of whack right now. You know what I'm looking forward to? Next week, February 8th, a week from today actually, the Civilization 6 expansion is supposed to be available. What do you guys think about that? That sounds great to me. Along a similar timeline, sometime next week, the expansion to, oh, why isn't this? Yeah, I guess we'll just shoot him. The expansion to, or not the expansion, but one of the updates to Oxygen Not Included is supposed to be out. I think it's mid next week. And that's gonna add, what is that adding? No, don't schedule an update for me, Windows. How many freaking updates do you actually need, honestly? Like, it seems like every stream I'm having an update that I have to delay.
This expedition at least promises success.
So I don't know. I don't know what you're thinking, Windows. Triadana says both very exciting things. I believe she's referring to the Windows update. I don't actually think she's referring to the Windows. I think she's referring to Oxygen Not Included and Civilization 6. Music, it says, I will never buy Windows again. I got a Windows PC for free and I still hate it. What would you put on it instead, though? Because I'm not doing Mac. That's for darn sure. And Linux just seems like too much of a hassle as well. Decorative urn? How about we hit it with the old holy water? Do we have holy water still? Did we even bring holy water? We may not have any this time. I failed to bring some. Here, how about you look at this decorative urn? Sentimental gifts are hidden inside.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of
Onyx and citrine.
otherworldly corruption.
Triadana says, I love a good Windows update. Musicit says, Mac equals hassle-free Linux. Are you out of your mind, Musicit? Macs are awful. Hassle-free, whatever. That's malarkey right there. If ever anything was malarkey, it was that. 2 onyx are 500 apiece. That's better than 2 citrines. But 2 citrines is better than a single jade. But we'll go with the gamble and say that we'll get more jades. So we're gonna dump the citrines here. Hassle-free Linux. Working with a Mac at work was a nightmare. I really disliked it. Downtime on Mac computer from 6 years ago, 0 hours, 0 minutes, 0 seconds. Downtime on Windows PC, 6 months old, 20 plus hours. I think you're doing Windows wrong, my friend. And I think you're also, by saying 0 minutes, 0 seconds, I think you're overselling the Mac. Just a guess.
Executed with impunity.
It sounds unrealistic on both ends. To be fair though, Windows updates take a while. But Mac updates take forever as well. At least that's my memory of them. And they're always bouncing their stupid icon. Like, iTunes is updated. Like, I just updated iTunes. Stop making iTunes bounce telling me it has an update. I really don't care to get an update to your program every 3 seconds.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
I know you're upset with that, Mac, but guess what? I don't need every update to iTunes. I really don't. An ornate sarcophagus. Hidden treasures.
A fortune waiting to be spent.
Musicit says he doesn't update software unless he's forced. That's respectable. Do we need anti-venom? You know what? I'm going to drop a skeleton key. I like having skeleton keys around, but I want these deeds. So that's what I'm doing. It's happening. Can we find the boss over here? I would appreciate the boss being on this side. Because this is the side in which I chose. Don't forget they need your credit card number to update iTunes for some reason. That is right. Like, they have all sorts of stupid things on the